Let's go! Today it's the Sweet Market map, and I'm setting a bold goal. In the first minute, rack up 300 points only on fruit. If I fail, I'm off sugar for a week. Timer's on. First diagonal entry on the yellow apples. See how the pile slides by itself. That's the map's basic mechanic. The row sits at an angle, and if you slip in right, the whole line goes down like a sand avalanche. +1, +1. Tastes good. If you're new to the channel, check that subscribe button. We run unscripted marathons. Hard constraints, honest fails, loud cup clinks, and sweet donut plops. Subscribing is your ticket to this gastro ride. Switching to blackberries. Careful, berries love to jam at the rim. Brush mode, a long pass back and forth so all the small stuff funnels to the center. Voila, the bed is gone. Level up is close. There we go. Level up to small dishware. That means we can carefully take saucers, creamers, and thin cups. But don't rush head on. First tidy up the fruit. It gives fast, steady gains. Donut sector, tricky, round, rolling across your path. I work the edge so I don't cause a sugar traffic jam. And yeah, if I suddenly get stuck on screen, drop sweet jam in the comments. I'll know you spotted it. Oh hey, cup pyramids! Freeze is perfect for these. I tap the snowflake, and the towers don't scatter. They slide in as solid columns. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous. Add to the caption, ceramic cascade in the edit. Honey barrels on the right. Heavy and fond of neck jamming. The undercut trick. Enter at 30 degree, lift the rim a little, and tip the barrel on its side. Then it rolls in on its own. First one's in, second one flies. Third, like butter. Mini challenge. 30 seconds of yellow only. Apples, honey labels, yellow lids, signs. Ignore everything else. If I can't find 3 yellows in a row, you hit subscribe and I hit the magnet. Deal? 1. 2. 3. Got a lid, got an apple, got a sign. Magnet postponed for dessert. Time to pop it anyway. Magnet. And all the tiny bits pull in like I'm the market's main vacuum. Retention secret. Give the brain a micro win every 15-20 seconds. A like for moments like this. That's my sugar. Checking timer and counters. Cherries 416. Yellow apples 373. Blackberries 509. Pace is solid. Next target. Unlock the XL jars range by 4E. If I miss it, next video I'll say fruit names only for 30 seconds. No verbs. Brutal packed. Donuts again. Tactic. Edge. In a spiral. Center. Most important, don't turn back or you kill the rhythm. And remember the shovel rule. Skim the top layer first, then dig deeper. Rolling to red cherries. Compass arc set along the row, and cherries pour in by themselves. +1, +1. If you're watching muted, I'll add a clink subtitle. ASMR should be accessible to everyone. Level up. Now I take cups with confidence. But we break pyramids smartly. Knock out the outer supports first, so the center collapses as one carpet. Hear that ceramic sigh? That's the sound of pure happiness. If rhythm plus tactics plus self-irony hits for you, subscribe. Without subs, YouTube hides our sweet market deep on the shelf. Back to it, I see jam. Jars slide in horizontally if you do a fish mouth. Widen the entry, travel parallel to the shelf face, and the lids slough inward by themselves. Love this bit. The glass rings like the closing bell of the bazaar. Challenge, only rolling for 40 seconds. Carts, barrels, anything on wheels. First cart, go. Second barrel, sideways. Third, careful, no jam. Pure dopamine, I know. Now I can topple a honey stack at once. Edge, 1, edge, 2. And the whole tower slides down like warm caramel. Instead of, what do I eat now? I think what opens the next cluster. Knock 3 barrels, corridor to jam opens, 2 passes, and the counter rockets up. Rhythm is everything. Pit stop. If you made it this far, type sweet level up. That's the club password. Best comment gets pinned, and I'll use your challenge idea next episode. Anatomy of a fail section. Here I jammed a jam lid. It stood on edge at the rim. Fix, micro turn, lift the angle, and go wider. Remember, 90 degree is our enemy, 30, 40 degree is our friend. Look right, a long checkerboard of blackberries and donuts. I do a snake with no backward turns. Cups again. Freeze to stop the columns from dancing. I dip under, pull a whole column in one go. One of the best game feelings, when a giant stack vanishes on a single touch. Time for old school mini vows. If I don't level up in the next 10 seconds, I eat broccoli. 1, 2, 3. Level up secured. Sorry, broccoli. You're free today. Fruit by colors. I run a series yellow, red, black 3 times in a row. Subscribe if you want to see spiral inward on full blast. Next episode, I'll draw a snail path across the map and won't step back a millimeter. Honey plus jam sectors refreshed. Taking an XL jar. Secret, kill the urge to grab 2 at once. Take 1, roll back, give the second some room. Greed is the main tempo saboteur, the shake the shelf trick. If items stand on a platform, I gently snag the front, wiggle the support, and the whole platform opens a pocket where items slip by themselves. Pure mechanics, zero magic. I see a giant square of donuts on the horizon. That's the boss. Plan, clear the perimeter, carve a concave arc, and make the middle collapse, like a floating pie lid. If it works, you owe me a like. I owe you another ridiculous challenge. It worked! Middle caved in, edges crept inward, and the whole square slid. On 3, you hit subscribe, and I'll grab 2 jars back to back without stopping. 1, 2, 3. First's in, turn, second, done. Thanks to everyone who clicked. You're feeding this beautiful chaos. What does the compass give? Smoother arcs and help on long rows. The magnet saves you from tiny scatter when you need a quick level up. Freeze, tower control. Expansion forgives a couple errors and opens corridors for big stuff. Cornering life hack. If a row sits at 45 degree, don't go perpendicular. You'll stick. Better crouch entry. A small tilt and a soft slice. Sounds odd, always works. Comment your favorite victory sound. Are you Team Cup Clink, Donut Plop, or Barrel Thud? I'm a thud person. It always smells like a level up. Lids, pins, tiny measuring cups. Boring. Not if you pop the magnet at the right moment and sweep it all into a lane. Pure pedant bliss. Checking the timer, we're comfy, so let's spice it up. 50 seconds of only above the knee. No small stuff. Carts, tall jars, all in. If I fail, the next map is left hand only. Done. Moving on. Now the opposite. 40 seconds of only what rolls, barrels, spools, carts. If you still haven't subscribed, now's a great time. The bell matters too. Without it, YouTube sometimes pretends our videos are jars on the far shelf. Setting up the finale. 3 stubborn cup towers left and 1 long blackberry row. Plan. Freeze for the towers, brush for the berries, then a clean snake run through the apples. Turn chaos into a neat lawn. Tower 1 gone, tower 2 fell, tower 3. It's wobbling, and got it. Remember the brush. Back and forth, long track, and not a single 90-degree turn. Calm, measured, like sweeping the yard on a Sunday morning. Why is the fruit diagonal faster? Because each next fruit drops into a pit already trimmed by a slope, and friction works for us. When you go straight, you build a wall of items you push ahead of you, not into the hole. Hence the golden rule, go where the item wants to fall. Another hidden trick, the pocket of 3. If you face 3 items in a tight triangle, don't eat them one by one. Skim the rim so the outer flips over the middle, and that one nudges the third. Tiny avalanche saves seconds and nerves. When to hit the magnet? Use it when A. You're 2 to 3 points from a level up. B. There's lots of mixed tiny stuff around. C. A big stuff corridor will open right after leveling. That's it. Otherwise, angles and technique. And the compass. 2 cases, long parallel rows, and the final saber cut. 1 beautiful arc pass that clears the map. Using it to nibble single crumbs is like slicing cake with a chainsaw. Possible but not pretty. Back in game. I've got a secret stash. A row of blue patterned mugs at the right edge. They're packed so tight that 1 clean entry turns them into a ceramic river. Deep breath. Enter on the tangent. And, yes, the whole strip goes in 4 seconds. 1 donut jam left. Plan. Skew entry. Go in at 30 degree, carve a trough, the middle collapses, edges slip. 1, 2, 3. Done. Freeze frame before after. On before. Chaos, bright colors, towers, sticky honey. On after, a smooth meadow and a happy timer. Somewhere between them, you who stuck it out. Respect, subscribe and ring the bell. Tomorrow, we do 1 color only, or turn right every 20 seconds. Tell me which challenge to pick in the comments. I'll grab the best idea and shout you out. Code phrase for the insiders. A duck brings luck. Drop it in the comments. I'll like and heart it on sight. And I'm taking the duck as a talisman into the next video. Quick pre-run checklist. Small stuff around the perimeter. Then tower supports. Then rows with compass arcs. Then big stuff, barrels and jars. Finale, spiral inward, no backtracking. Stick it on your fridge. Become market royalty. And yeah, a couple of mistakes so you don't repeat them. Once I tried to take 2 XL jars at once, jam guaranteed. Another time I went perpendicular to a cup row. The cup set on edge and stalled me. Remember, greed and right angles, the twin villains. A light spoiler for the next video, artist mode. I'll draw the word duck with fruit mid-run and then eat it without breaking the line. Harder than it sounds, but oh so tasty to watch. If you're smiling right now, leave a like, tiny button. But for the algorithm, it's an XL jam jar. Heavy, sweet, unforgettable. I'm Touch Play. This was all in whole, where the extra disappears inward and the mood grows outward. Protect your fingers, your angles, and your sense of humor. See you on the next patch. I promised a sugar-free week if I didn't hit 300 in the first minute. Roll the replay. Start, apple diagonal, blackberry brush, donut edge, 1 cup, 2 cups, freeze on a column, and timer hits 0:59. We've got 306. The dietitian cries again today. We smile. One last micro challenge for chat. Invent a pointless but spectacular goal for the next map. Examples: square arcs only. No lids until minute 3. Circle 1 barrel for 10 seconds, then take it. Best ones get pinned. Now that's truly it. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming to the market and helping me take literally everything home.